Hi you guys and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to work with a soy pillow wax. We're going to do a baby shower boy candle. So I'm just gonna attach my wick here first. There we go. So now that we have that ready, we can start. So the first thing we're going to do some decorations here for the candle first, and we're going to use a soy pillow wax, which I've already colored. I have a yellow one here, which I'm going to use for the flowers here, and then I'm going to use a white one and a blue one. The soy pillow waxes I have already pre-colored, so we just have to melt them. Then afterwards we're going to color for a bowl here, which is a coconut soy blend, but I'm going to tell you guys a bit later about that. So let's start with just melting our soy wax here, the yellow one, and I'm going to melt it to 165 degrees Celsius. No, sorry, 165 degrees Fahrenheit, there we go. And that's 73 degrees Celsius. And I'm going to melt it over by bain-marie. Okay, perfect. You guys, we have the yellow wax ready here. I'm just going to take my little brush here. I'm going to do my flowers here. I'm just going to do the center of the flower. I think it's a bit easier with a brush. As you can see, if you do accidentally drip, you can always just remove that. Quite easy to do, you guys. It's not something out of this world. It's just nice to give it that effect instead of just having one color. So I'm just going to do that a couple of times here in the center. I'm just applying a thicker layer of wax. I don't want it to be too thin either. There we go. Perfect. All right, so now we're just going to leave those set here just a little bit. Now I spilled a bit of yellow here. Just going to remove it from the molds here. So we don't have any yellow in these, because here we're going to do a blue and some white. Okay, right, so for the next step, we're going to melt some white color, just a white pillow wax, which I have here. And we're going to do the same, 165 degrees Fahrenheit and 73 degrees Celsius. Perfect, so now we have our white wax here. So let's start. We're not going to do at this round, so let's start doing these first. So I'm just going to do the center flower here, some white wax. Just going to try to fill that slowly here. There we go. And we're going to do the bow as well. Just kind of want to paint it there. Top it up. Now we're going to do this little gift box here. We're going to do the same, you guys. Let's leave that to set a little bit. And let's do this one. Perfect. So what we are going to do now is we are going to color a blue wax, because we are going to top it up here in our molds. As you can see, you guys, I already have the blue wax. I'm just going to melt it to the same degrees over bain marie like we did with the two previous ones. Perfect, so I melted the blue one now. I'm just going to put this aside here. It's going to check my molds. Seems to be fine. So let's just pour into them, all of them here. Perfect, you guys. So now we're just going to leave that to set, and then we can demold them afterwards. Okay, you guys, I think they're quite set here, especially these smaller, thinner ones. The buttons, how cute they are. This big button here, super sweet. Gorgeous. Now let's see the flowers here. I have to chip them a little bit on the sides. Really cute. And that's gorgeous. They're really sweet, these molds. There we go. Okay, beautiful. Just gonna try loosen them here a bit. How cute is that, you guys? Really cute. Just going to correct it here a bit. And these are a little bit thicker, so I would leave them to set a little bit longer. There we go. So just going to put it here. And then we can focus on our candle here. What we are going to do is work with a different wax now. And we're going to work with this wax here. It's a container wax. It's a blend of coconut and soy, which we're going to use to do a whipping wax with, and we're going to do a pouring in our glass here. So first I'm going to start off just grabbing a pot here. I'm just going to add a little bit to the pot here, not much. It's just so we pour into our bottom there. Okay. And then for the other pot, we're going to weigh out for our whipping wax. There we go. And I'm going to weigh off 90 grams of wax here, you guys. And that is approximately 3.17 ounces of wax. There we go. Perfect. So I'm going to start with my whipping wax first. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to melt it to 71 degrees Celsius, which is approximately 160 degrees Fahrenheit. It has a lower temperature, melting temperature point, so that's why, you guys. And yeah, and then I'm going to show you guys afterwards how I color it. Okay, you guys, so now our wax has melted here. So this is going to be the whipping wax. We're going to leave this one white. This one we're going to color. I'm just going to leave it over here. as we need it to cool down slowly as we stir, and then I'm going to show you guys how I do the whipping. However, let's try to color our wax here as well, and I'm just going to melt it to same degrees, 71 degrees Celsius and 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, you guys, so now I melted it here, and now we're going to color it. And I'm going to use these blue colorials of mine here that I have. Just going to add a little bit at a time, because I don't want it to be too colorful either. So I'm just going to add one grain here, and then I'm going to test my color, which I do on a paper plate like this, just to see if I have the color that I want, because it does seem very blue here in the pot, but once it starts setting, it turns completely into a different color. It becomes much lighter, you guys. So let me just test it here. It looks great, actually. I'm just gonna add a little bit more, just a little bit more. There we go. Just give it a good stir. Just going to check the color. Once it's fully incorporated here, that's a bit better. Okay, perfect, you guys. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just going to put it over bain marie. I'm just going to leave it there, not from just, I don't want the wax to set. I still want it to be liquid, so when we do the whipping wax here, we still have this in liquid form, which we're going to pour in here. Okay, I'm going to show you guys a bit later. So now what we are going to do, we're just going to wait for our whipping wax here to start thicken and start cooling down. And I'm going to be stirring every 5 minutes, scraping down the edges and the bottom, and I'm going to show you guys when it's ready to be whipped. Okay, you guys, as you can see, it has set quite a lot here. Just gonna give it a stir. You see how thick and opaque it became. So now we can actually start whipping the wax. Just gonna scrape the bottom and the edges first. I'm gonna grab my hand mixer here. Perfect, you guys. Okay. We have our glue wax here. So what I'm going to do, you guys, I'm going to pour into the pot here afterwards. But first, I'm just going to prepare my wax here. Need my piping bag. There we go. And just a spoon. But I'm just going to hold it my hand here just to warm it just a little bit. There we go. Just scrape those edges down. Let's give it a little stir here. It's really nice. Just going to put it here for a moment, you guys, as we are going to pour this wax into our vessel here. There we go. Gonna grab my nozzle just to warm it up just a little bit. Perfect, you guys. Now that's ready. I'm just going to move our little, because we didn't demold these. Really sweet. Perfect. All right, you guys. So now we can proceed. So I'm just going to pipe into a bowl here. Just gonna kind of pipe around. Just gonna finish it on the sides here. Just gives a nice effect when you pipe into a runny wax. I'm gonna show you guys a bit later when it starts to set. Just kind of get everything out there. Perfect. So now let's put a twirl on our candle. It's much easier to do this before you start with the decoration, you guys, because they're gonna be in the way. You can just cut the wick if you wish to do so. It's just sometimes it's just nice just to have a little twirl on it there. Okay, so let's decorate, you guys. So you see the little effect on the sides here. It's cool. So I'm just going to add the big parts first. I'm going to put this one here. Sweet. Let's put the ball here. Let's see if we can put the bib through here. Oh yeah, gorgeous. Cute. Let's put some buttons. Or sweet buttons. And our flowers. The yellow gives it a really nice contrast, you guys. Sweet. Our cute baby shower candle for a little boy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you like what I do, and give me a like and give me a comment. It helps me grow my channel. And yeah, see you next time for the next video. If you're interested and you do want to support me in a different way, I do have a website as well, which is essencesmelts.com. You can always find my links to my social media on the channel here, and as well to my website, of course. So you're welcome to visit. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and see you next time. Bye.